guys, I'm Sid and today I'm going to review Toyota Fortuner Legender. First have a look at the key. You have got the lock button, unlock button and also the boot release button. Now let's straight away move towards the engine bay. So this car has a 2.8 liter diesel engine which produces about 201 bhp of power and 500 Newton meter of torque at the rate 2000 rpm. Just have a look how the big engine is, and the normal Fortuner gets the engine that we get in normal Fortuner. The power output of that engine is about 168 horsepower. So now let's check what it offers at the exterior and the interior. So basically the main difference between the normal Fortuner and the Legender is that you get the revised grille. Just have a look, you have got the LED headlamps with LED fog lights as well. You have the parking sensors at the front. Here you have the new revised grille. So you have these glossy piano black finish. You have your Toyota badging. This is the number plate area. This is how the front look looks like. Now let's check at the rear what it offers for the rear. Now you get the diamond cut alloy wheels. Now the tire size of this car is about 265 60 R18 inches. 265 60 R18 inches. You get the disc brake at the front. Here you have side step. Now these are electro folding ORVMs with the indicators. You also get the roof rails. These are the chrome handles. The tire size of the rear car is about 265 60 R18 inches. You also get the disc brake at the rear as well, and diamond cut alloy wheels. You have Toyota badging. You have LED tail lamps at the rear. These are the new tail lamps. You also get these tail lamps on the normal Fortuner as well. LED indicators and reverse light as well. Here you have the Fortuner badging. Now this is in blacked out finish. Here you have Toyota badging. This is the here you have the rear wiper, high mount stop lamp, shark fin antenna, Legender badging, most highlight, and this is how it looks at the rear. You also get the rear parking sensors, and you have the spare tires underneath the car. You can see. Now let's check inside what it offers at the inside. Now getting in and out is a bit tricky, but side step helps you to go in, and here you also have a grab handle. If you are short, then it would be very helpful. Side step would be more helpful. Now for the driver side, these are the controls for a window. Each and every window is one touch up down. Your lock unlock. These are the controls for your RVMs. This is to lock, open the door. This is to lock and unlock. Here you have grab handle. Here you have some soft finish to keep your arm. Here you have some space to keep your bottle and newspapers. Let's first I will on the car. So now let's see. Now you have analog instrument cluster. Now you chose the tachometer. Here you have the speedometer, and you also get the central MID which shows the information about the car. Just a second. So it shows the range, it shows the music, also the to press the brake and start the car. These are the settings. Now you get the 3-spoke steering wheel. Here you have Toyota badging. This is as normal as the Fortuner steering wheel. Here you have some glossy black finish. Here these are the controls for your audio. These are the controls for instrument cluster, and here are the cruise controls. You also get the paddle shifters only for Legender variant. These are now here. They are the toggles for the wipers. These are the toggles for your headlights. Now here you have the 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system. So you can also operate through these buttons as well as through touch as well. This makes you more convenient and more easier to go. So see, here you are you get automatic climate control. You can adjust the temperature the way you want and the blower. And now this car also gets the ventilated seats at the front, both for the driver and co-driver. Here is some space to keep your tickets. Here you also get the wireless charging socket. Here you have 12-volt charging socket and USB charging socket as well. Here you have the cup holders. Here you have the piano black solid metallic like finish to look more premium. Now the main difference, another main difference between the normal Fortuner is that you get the red stitching over the car. Here also you have red stitching. Now they have used the soft touch material over here. Here also they have used the soft touch material. Here they have used hard plastic, and here as well. Now you get auto dimming IRVM. You get the sunshade with the vanity mirror and light. Here you have another grab handle. Here engine start stop button is there. Now just open it. Here you have on and off the sensors. Here you have the parking sensors on off. These to release the boot, and here this is to open the petrol lid and the boot lid as well. Now you have got a telescopic steering wheel, tiltable, only telescopic, not tiltable. Sorry, tiltable, not telescopic. You had got tilt and telescopic steering wheel, but they are manually adjustable. Now you also get the electrically adjustable seats for the co-driver and the driver as well. Here you have the handbrake with the red stitching. It defines that you have sat in the most powerful SUV of the Toyota. Not the Toyota, but the Fortuner segment, that is Fortuner Legender. Here you have 3 modes: eco mode, normal mode, sport mode. These are the controls for your auto start, auto hold, and these to turn on and off the traction control. You have the 6-speed sequential shift, 80 gearbox, park, reverse, neutral, drive, sport mode. So this is what it all offers at the front. Now let's jump to the co-driver side. So here you have the twin glove box. This is the decent amount of glove box. Both are the decent amount of the glove box, but they don't have any illumination. You can also lock this glove box, and the great thing is that they have Fortuner embossing over here with the red stitching as well. You have AC vents over there. You have cup bottle holder as well. So this is what it all offers at the front. And one thing as well, here you have the hazard lamp switch. This is the time. This is the AC vents. You can control the AC vents through here. You can set the date and time through here. So let's jump at the rear and let's see what it offers at the rear and the third row side. So first I'll keep the key. Let's go towards the back side. At the rear, for amenities you get these are the controls for your power window, to open the door, this is to lock and unlock. Here you have grab handle with a soft finish to keep your elbow. Here also you have some space to keep the bottles. So this is, here you have magazine holder. These are the scooped out seats, so I have ample amount of leg room and good amount of headroom as well. The AC is situated at the upper side. You can see over here. This is how it looks. You can control the blower speed through here. These are the reading lights. You can also put it for auto, and you can also off it the way you want. Here you have the coat hook with the grab handle. Now at the rear you also get the USB charging socket, 2 USB charging socket, and here you have slot to keep your phone and nothing as such. Now you get all just slightly hump at the rear. Now setting of the 3 people would be a good, because it is the width of the car is good. When you sit at the middle seat, now middle seat is not as comfier as either two. You also have ISOFIX child mounts over here. Now you get armrest. This is the armrest. It's quite soft, and you also get cup holders. Here is you can also hook your or tie your shopping bags. So this is what it all offers at the rear. Let's jump towards the third row. Now when you want to go for the third seat, it has third row seating. It has tumble down function. First just press this, it will go. Now I will move to a third seat. Now I have a less amount of the under thigh support. Now first I will arrange this. So leg space is not good. You can slide the seat front and back, then you can adjust the leg room. I have ample amount of the headroom as well, as I am 5'11", and the best thing that you can recline the seat, and you have adjustable headrest. You also have adjustable headrest at the front. Here you have the for amenities. You don't have anything at the rear, but you have the grab handle and you have the reading lights at the rear as well. So you have the seat belts for the passenger from here for the middle passenger. So let's move to the rear and let's see what it all offers for the boot space. How's it? Again, it's easy process. It's just one touch up the tumble down process. It makes you much more convenient and much more easier to get in and out of the car. Let's open the boot and see what it offers. Now you also have the gesture control. I don't think it's so. Let's open the boot. You get electronic operated tailgate at the rear. So you have 296 liter of the boot space. You can increase the boot space by folding up the seats. These seats get the folded up at the in vertical position as compared to the normal cars. So this is what it all offers. At the rear, you can also grab the tailgate through here. So it goes down. It's an electrically operated. So now the talking about the dimensions of this car is the length is 4.4795 mm, width is 185 mm, height is 1835 mm, wheelbase is 2745 mm, and the ground clearance is the ground clearance of this car is about 225 mm. So hey guys, this was all about the Toyota Fortuner Legender, what it all offers, the exterior and in the interior as well. Now basically this car rivals the Skoda Kodiaq, MG Gloster, Ford Endeavour, and etc. competitors which are currently present on sale in India. Now the main difference between the normal Fortuner and the Legender is that the Legender gets a more powerful engine, and also it gets the rest stitching at the interior of the car and the dual tone color. And another main difference is that this car is available in only 2-wheel drive terrain, whereas the Fortuner has option of the 4-wheel drive. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Till then, drive safe, take care, see you soon.